Hey there guys, this is Flavored, and I know I've been absent for a couple of days, so there weren't any new ranked games casted, but I'm back and I'm bringing you awesome games from Coral. They're doing ranked right now on the stream from Impossible. So without further ado, let me jump into the game. There we go. This is Impossible, also known by many aliases. Right now he's playing on Bagoon, his Jedi Guardian, together with the Coral Guild, one of the more famous, or if not the most famous guilds from Tomb of Freedon Nadd server. Make sure to follow and support this player on his stream on Twitch TV. I'll post the link in the video details because I'm too annoyed right now to pronounce it. But on to the game. The setup is pretty much standard, I suppose. They're running one Assault Vanguard, two Focus Sentinels, Bagoon is a Jedi Guardian, as you can see. Obviously, well, I'm not sure of course, but most probably his spec is hybrid Miho and Nathax, I'll call him Nathax. Nadd and Miho are Focus Sentinels. Ghost Face Killa is their hybrid Shadow, I suppose. Daima is their hybrid healer. Telekinetics Bubble Sork. Obviously, Tiraska is Scoundrel healer. Kevin Norris is their Assault Vanguard, and well, that's about it, I suppose. Oh, of course, Sans is their Gunslinger, right? I'm not sure on the spec, but probably it's marksmanship. From what I remember, he plays that, but the action has already started, and we can see the opening. 2-3-3 right now. A healer, a tank, and Gunslinger are in the middle fighting against White Noise, by the way. If you watched my previous ranked game casts, White Noise is a great Imperial guild which is fighting it out for the top one on the server, perhaps, against Coral, Fubar, and the MVP's guilds. And as we can see, they opened 3-2-3, perhaps. We can see some Coral members falling. Miho is about to fall and probably will. Coral was unable to prevent East from being capped, but we can see their members not leaving East, so perhaps there is some shenanigans gonna be happening there soon. Actually, their member on the East, last member on the East, fell, and probably they're gonna be capping mid right now, but as we can see, the members of White Noise are returning into the middle after successfully capping East, and the fight is unfolding right now. Currently it's pretty much even. Both healers are in the middle from what I can see right now on the White Noise side, while Coral is missing Kevin Norris, Ghostface Killa, Nadd, and Miho, as well as Daima. Actually Coral only has 4 people in the middle. Yeah, it seems that after capping West, they're making their way to the East to attempt to cap again. But I suppose that at first they wanted to go as 3, but well, they might lose middle right now as it stands. Oh, actually, White Noise made an interesting choice for this game. They are using an Arsenal Mercenary, which you do not see quite often, but all in all, what the hell? Coral actually succeeded in taking East. Unfortunately we could not see it, of course, but perhaps their Assassin Defender got controlled. Ooh, look at this, a good play from White Noise in preventing the Bagoon from interrupting the capper on the middle. It was a very good move, good team play there, but still, facing the current situation, it doesn't look so good for White Noise. simply because Coral was able to take the key sides, which have speeders, thus ensuring the faster delivery of wiped out players to defend. And I'm not sure how White Noise will play out in this situation. As you can see, they're currently trying to attack west, but the amount of their players was 5 people. Are they trying to split push? It's hard to say in this situation, but it's only 5 White Noise players on this side right now. Unfortunately, I cannot exactly be sure what's the setup of White Noise pressing this, and actually it's hard to call this a press. As you can see, they're fighting in distance from the point. They cannot even make their way to the platform, as they're pressed back pretty well, they're pressed back strongly. Couldn't find a proper word to describe the way that they were pressed back, and we can see they're retreating. Perhaps they're decided to quickly change sides to the east and retake it. Unfortunately, Coral is a little bit behind, at least 3 of their members, but as you can see, there's nothing to slow them down, and they will be able to change sides pretty effectively and fast. I'm not sure if White Noise will be able to achieve anything by that, and as we can see, there's actually nobody here yet. Nobody here on this side. There we go. Wasp is trying to interrupt whoever is coming out of the tunnel, but he's not very successful, as he's able to push only the tank. Bagoon engages on 2 Fairy, who's in a Pyrotech. Romer, who's a tank on the White Noise side, controls Bagoon, but he is up and going back into the fight, gets choked a little bit here. Daima fell, unfortunately got focused, not enough protection from the tank, as you can notice a good play from White Noise. They've isolated Bagoon, who was unable to provide the support. Kevinors is going down because Bagoon is slowed, unable to shift guard perhaps, and Daima was down, so there was only 1 healer. Look at this, they're getting wiped. Sans is down, Daima is down, Kevinors went down, 3 players off, and this situation is looking dangerous for Coral. Let's just face the facts. 7 players from White Noise against only 2, and Bagoon goes down, and Nathix drops very low, unfortunately guarded by the Force. Does not sustain him for longer than 4 seconds. Quick check on the map. And yes, White Noise is able to push through. Unfortunately, well, it all comes down to this little play they did before. Even though Vasp was unable to successfully control whoever was going out of the tunnel, but isolating the tank and quickly focusing the key players resulted in them being able to wipe the defenders successfully. Unfortunately, I feel that play did not allow Coral to regroup properly, and it resulted in a little bit of a mess, and now they are on the back foot. Look at this. Even though Bagoon is playing pretty good right now, trying to slow regrouping White Noise members and buy his teammates some time and perhaps taking mid, but as we could see just now, most of the White Noise is already in the middle, and unfortunately Coral will be unable to easily take it. Right now I have a little bit of control on that Arsenal Mercenary. He's trying his hardest, but I'm not sure does that guy have any break, because otherwise Bagoon might have just wasted his CC. But anyway, I assume right now the game will kind of stabilize, with the exception of the fact that White Noise have 2 points, and the glorious battle for the middle will unfold. Ooh, what's going on? Miho is about to fall. 2 Fairy went down. Actually, if Coral manages to focus right now, the key. Oh no, 2 Fairy didn't go down. Perhaps it was someone else, and I unfortunately didn't pay enough attention, as a lot of action is going on. But still, Just look at that. Coral is still on the back foot, unfortunately. I thought for a moment that they might change the situation in their favor if they focus the key players conveniently and effectively, but White Noise's healers are not pressured in any way. And in the situation, what is this? Bagoon has Healed Strike. What kind of spec is he playing? Does he not have Command in Awe? But anyway, healers from White Noise are not being pressured right now. Brilliant, for example, who's a hybrid Sork, I believe, is right in the front lines, trying to get this bubble of his to pop on as many people as possible, as well as Castidat, I believe, who is an operative healer. Is just free healing right now from the back. Yeah, that I lowered my head as if I could see, as if I could change my field of view actually, but this is not the case. Bagoon went down. There is some sneaky play on the east, judging from the map. Defender left west. They have to be careful about that, obviously. If it gets noticed, they might lose their main tower of theirs. But I suppose White Noise is currently occupied with the fight for the middle, engaging on Wasp. But come on, in this scenario, I feel like Wasp should be left alone for good. He just has to be taunted all day. That's all Coral can do about him and his presence in the field. Brilliant almost went down, but unfortunately the focus and burst wasn't enough to take him. He got literally healed like at 400 HP left. This was just a little bit, and perhaps Coral could have turned the situation, but as it is, it seems the fight is not going in their favor. And just look at the points. It's 230 to 190, and the chances are dwindling every second past. Unfortunately, Coral is unable to turn the fight in their favor. Come on, Two Fairy went down right now, but this diminishes DPS on White Noise's side by a lot, as Pyrotech is always important. In the key, but it seems like White Noise has sufficient DPS right now. What is Bagoon trying to do? Is he trying to push Primeval? Yes, exactly. You always gotta be careful when you're just standing there on this ledge. You can just fly away. Come on, fly, man, fly. Why not? But I'm not sure if it actually gained any advantage at this point to the Coral, because unfortunately they do not seem to be able to focus anyone down. It's like more or less an equal fight, but Coral cannot decide whom to focus. And what I feel from this fight that's going on, that really they do not put enough pressure on the healers of White Noise. Unfortunately, as you can see, Castidat is able to free heal, thus effectively nullifying any damage that Coral might be doing. And with the two focus sentinels, I don't know. Personally, I feel that with a one good leap and burst from Vanguard, they could take a healer in this scenario pretty conveniently. For like one of the focus sentinels could pop a bubble, get stunned, of course, while the rest of the DPS would come in. But I'm pretty sure Coral knows what they're doing, but the situation is not going in their favor. Wasp is controlling area around the point definitely well. Yeah, unfortunately, as we can see, the difference is more than 100%, and with this, victory of White Noise is assured. But anyway, that was a great game. That defining moment, fight at the east. It was amazing. seriously. The decision to control the tank, this is what I feel played out. He was not able to protect the healer in time. Healer went down, healing power decreased by a lot, and allowed White Noise to wipe out Coral and take the point. Of course, we couldn't see a moment there when Bagoon died, what exactly happened and how they capped, but from another moment where we saw how White Noise cooperated and pushed Bagoon away, I'm pretty sure they were able to. Let's look at I'm looking at the numbers, and damage seems pretty much equal. But yeah, from one moment in the middle where we could see that White Noise cooperated among each other pretty well, and the chain CC'd Bagoon and prevented him from interrupting. We can safely say that something similar happened in that fight on the east. Numbers were pretty much similar in this game. This time it was more. There wasn't any clear domination from one side or the other, and it's actually tactics and clever decisions that that decided the winner. And it's always nice to see a game like this, obviously, where no domination, no face rolls involved, but rather everything is decided by moment and tactics and decisions. That's exactly what the SWTOR should be, a game of skill. Woo, that was enjoyable to watch, guys. Like I said, follow the player, he's awesome, and should feel your love, as well as to stay updated on more ranked games and other SWTOR content I release. Subscribe to my YouTube channel at youtube.com/dailypvp. Follow me on Facebook and Twitter, and both at /dailypvp, as well as, well, most of the content will be released on the site at http://dailypvp.com. Thanks for watching, guys. Cheers.